Welcome, peeps and friends, to our first official After Hours. We started chatting right after our podcast session, and we were chatting before it, and we're like, it'd be really cool to capture the conversations that are happening right before and right after the podcast. So that's what we're doing here. Chris, you were sharing some stuff though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It'd be really nice once we're more mature with the production that we move away from Riverside into something that we can manage ourselves.
Yeah.
So we should really start looking eventually, not now, into how other major video podcasters handle things for remote recording and distribution. Because it'd be nice if we could get something where there's a camera that's recording for each of us, like an actual camera.
Yep.
And then that has a live split into whatever capture card into the computer and separately. So right now Riverside is capturing a video, but like last week when we did this, the captured video was still choppy, right? So it's capturing directly from the camera, but it's capturing the stream from the camera. It would be nice if my camera was also capturing, right?
I love your blanket, Nicole.
It's the after hours now. We're going crazy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Chris is looking around for his robe.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah. Hold up.
There it is. Cold.
It's so cold.
What's the temperature over there?
37.
I wish we would have that, man.
I already packed away. I packed away my mini space heater because I'm moving tomorrow. So I'm cold now. So I was like, I've just been eyeing my blanket the whole time. I'm like, I don't care. We're after hours now. I'm putting it on.
It looks so cozy. I love it.
Thank you. Of course, it's mushrooms.
Yeah. Where did you find it?
My brother got it for me for Christmas like 1 or 2 years ago. I think it's from Urban Outfitters, which I don't like to support corporations, but
support Goodwill finds.
You always hear the stories about Goodwill that someone found a vase that is worth millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if only I. But I don't even know what to look for, so I'll be like probably standing in front of it, and I had no idea.
There's apps, I think, that you could scan it.
That's an idea. We could reach out to Curie because they were talking about IDing systems, or we can reach out to Colby and then also talk about visual inspection, but for Goodwill finds.
Yep.
I've seen people do that, but for books, they scan them with Amazon. I think there's
yeah. I mean, but that's there are more identifiable markers on it.
When I was moving out of the house I grew up in, I had I think I had 2 garage sales, and I didn't understand. Oops, so sorry. I moved my microphone. I don't know if you heard it. I didn't really know the garage sale culture, but people take it very seriously. I had people at my house at 7 a.m. I'm like, it doesn't start till 9, but that's besides the point. There was 3 or 4 men there. They all came at different times. They have these apps, and they would scan barcodes and then be literally show it to me and be like, this is how much it's reselling online. One guy was nice enough and being like, you should sell this online instead. But there's apps that people scan to up the barcode so they know how much, if they find something, how much they could resell it for. I'm like, that's crazy.
I believe it.
Yeah, but it's probably with a barcode. But being able to scan a vase, that would be cool.
Yeah, just arbitrary scanning would be interesting.
Something like that happened because the area that we live in, a lot of people just basically take out their furniture and it's brand new and they just leave it out there. So a couple years ago, I will be just we'll go driving around and be like, okay, what can we pick up? And I'll just start picking up things and sell it. And I picked up a table that it was like a specific type of furniture, like meat temp or whatever it is. I don't even remember the name. And I sold it out for $30. And I had no idea. And then these people that came to pick it up was so interested in it. And they're like, oh my God, where did you get it? And so I was like, start wondering, right? And after they left, I started doing research. And apparently at that time, there's like a boom going on with that type of furniture that I could have sold it for like a couple $100. And I was like, damn, I missed on these because I didn't know.
Yeah, we flipped furniture. So yeah, like she was mentioning, we live in a college town. So on Wednesdays, bulk trash day, like somewhere around there, everybody will just put stuff out that they don't want anymore, or that people are moving and students are moving from the houses and things like that. And there'll even be people that drive through our neighborhood with trucks and trailers picking stuff up. But yeah, Caro and I were furniture flippers for a little while. We had couches, we had tables. I mean, we made like what, $1,200, $2,000 in a few weeks.
Don't
Yeah,
tell the IRS.
when we put I wouldn't say a few weeks. I would say like 4 months or something like that.
Felt like a few weeks.
It's because like at the beginning I will pick up stuff and I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna paint these and then remodel it. And then I realized I don't want to do any of these. I don't even want to touch those items. I just want to flip them. So take it as is. If something wouldn't like, we ended up picking up a table that had like a marble like thing on top of slot, and no one wanted it. Like, and we ended up putting it on the curb, and within 20 minutes, someone picked it
Gone.
up. Yeah.
Thing weighed like 85 pounds.
Yeah, it
Oh.
was super heavy.
Actually, no,
I
it was
had
heavier than that.
I had a similar experience, except I was helping a friend move, and we just moved a coffee table. I think it was like 100 pounds, like a metal and stone coffee table,
Yeah.
and we put it on the sidewalk next to the moving truck. We went back in to grab more stuff, and we came back, and it was gone.
No.
We were like, "What? It's been a minute."
What? Man, they were like following you guys or something because there's no way they would have loaded up so fast.
I was like, we saw drag marks on the ground. We're like,
Did you start to Scooby-Doo it?
yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, couch flipping became a thing like 5 years ago. It was a really big side hustle, and people were like buying trucks and renting out warehouses, and apparently it's good profit margins in it.
Yeah, I mean, furniture already has good profit margin, so there's the secondary resale, right? It is
Yep.
essentially all margin,
True.
not including any of the kitschy stuff like reclaimed wood or like. Although that fad disappeared as quickly as people figured out how to make fake reclaimed wood.
And the other aspect is like some of the stuff you could even get for free or for like really, really cheap. And if you clean it or vacuum it, you can 50%, 100%, 200% returns.
Yeah. Too many ideas, not enough willpower. This is also probably a good topic in itself. It's like, how do we come up with ideas left and right? What do we actually pick?
Yeah. We should document that. Actually, I'll document that for a future conversation.
The answer is mostly just no.
Intuition. Just kidding. It's research, people. It's research.
Yeah, that's like literally what we do.
Validate all your assumptions.
Oh, this is a good idea. Does it fit our thesis? No. Okay. On to the back of the pile.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that we could share our screen on Riverside.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be
that's gonna be
nice.
And do presentations. That's cool.
Workshops and teaching sessions. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Also, when we were talking before, the quote that comes into my brain, not to like, it's such a hustle culture quote because it has like those edits where it's like those guys in the tuxedos and they're like walking and it's like very like saturated and like they put the sharpness on a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's like 6 months of focus and hard work can put you 5 years ahead in life. But that quote like spoke to me so much. It's like always in the back of my brain. So I think it's funny.
Yeah, we could probably talk about like people's desires for self-help and how there's like our field or entrepreneurial fields are ripe with scam artists, and there's such an overlap between what we're doing and the spirit of what people want to do, but faster and easier, right? Just a ton of get rich quick schemes, and it's how easy it is to fall prey into that, because like when you're in that mindset, it just, and the stress builds up, and then you start like, maybe if I do this or that, and then that's why you need a team and people to like pull you to something more tangible, right?
Yeah, it's like the what you're referring to, Chris. It's like the podcast that Andrew sent a couple days ago. I would say last week, for the Diary of CEO, that he was interviewing Daniel something. I can't remember his last name, but he was actually talking about that. Like, how can you differentiate when you really wanna like it's your calling, right? Basically, it's people that come up with change.
Your noise
People that come up.
cancellation's making it hard to hear because they're barking. Remote work environments.
Yeah. It's probably just as noisy as a server room or a machine shop. Actually, it's quieter, right?
Tell that to Chase. You could see his ears. But yeah, it was like basically talking about like when you are really into trying to build something that you know is gonna last versus, oh, I saw this video online, these guys promoting how to get rich quick with crypto, or how to do what is it? MLM, and then in 6 months you'll be sitting a couple $1 million, and it's like you're just in. If there's a differentiator, you're just in for the money, or you're in because it really fulfills you, and you see that there's a path in it, and you're actually gonna fall in love with it, and the money is just gonna come regardless. Might not be as fast as what these other people sell it as, but it's definitely gonna be there.
Yeah. Andrew and I have talked about something similar before, where it's like, how do you efficiently do it? Because like some people who are like, oh, let's open up fast food franchises. Let's open up like Wendy's or Taco Bell or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then you look at the return and the effort, and it's like, it's a huge turnoff for me, right? And I'm like, look, I can. This is not an easy life. Why? And each one doesn't necessarily scale linearly, or sorry, sublinearly. So it's not easy. The second one is not half as hard as the first one. Running 2 or 3 are just multipliers. So you're like, okay, cool. How many fast food restaurants? How many McDonald's do I need to franchise to live a comfortable life? And the answer is 0, because Joe would never live comfortably owning McDonald's, because you have to manage all of them, and that's a lot of time. And financially, you will get to a level of comfortability pretty quickly, but you could do that with less effort going through and becoming a programmer. So are you being fulfilled by it, or do you think this is just how you're supposed to get there? I don't know. It was not appealing to me, the effort versus the reward, right? So
Yeah,
if I just wanted to make money, I can go do something that I don't care about, that I'm good at, which is, in my case, programming.
Learn to code, kids. Learn to code.
Yep.
What he was speaking to also is that like passion is a necessary aspect, or passion or interest is a necessary aspect to building anything of substance, because business is hard, and interest and or passion is the vehicle which will sustain you in driving through the hard days, and that there will be a lot of them. It's true. Days are long and the road is hard. What was the Alex Hermosi quote? The full path forward is the shortcut.
There is no shortcut. The shortcut is doing it all, like taking the long path. It's like a lot of people talk about it, and it's like, oh, when you make it, they're like, oh, they just made it. They don't see all the effort and time and energy and the years it took you to get there. They just see it like, oh, they just pop out of nowhere and look where they are. But a lot of people don't realize everything that you've been going through, how many rejections you have to go through to finally get to your final yes, and to finally position yourself to where you want to be. They just see the story, whatever story they want to tell themselves, like, oh, they were lucky, or they ended up here because they had these connections.
The overnight success that took 10 to 20 years to get to. Yep.
Yeah, let's see. I think we're pretty well situated. I'm gonna make another coffee. We got more meetings.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out with us, everyone, for our first after hours.
Yep.
And if you missed out, Nicole just made the greatest face.
You gotta watch it on YouTube.
I'm out.
All right. Cheers, everybody. Have an awesome weekend and happy last day of February.
It's Leap Day.
What? It is
it's a
Leap
leap
Day.
day.
There's not going to be another day like this for 4 years. Actually, there's not going to be another day like this ever, because all we have is today, the present. This moment only happens once. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.